Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It is August 26th when we were recording this, and Jakobi Meyers has requested a trade. Nobody believes him, but he's requested one, just like declaring bankruptcy. It doesn't work that way. But Amari Cooper joins the Raiders, putting more smoke to the fire. David, is Jakobi Meyers going to get traded?
I'd be surprised if Jakobi's traded, but Cooper's presence shows they're ready if a deal materializes. Now, this time of the offseason, the three obvious fits for trades are the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Minnesota Vikings, and the New York Jets. Each team has been loudly interested in a wide receiver for a long time now. Each team seems to be actively looking for one, if you believe what Schefter and Rapp are tweeting out. Of those three teams, I think the Vikings are the best choice for him. Addison has a suspension, Naylor's hurt. Meyers has always been best as the second best option in an offense, and he'll be that with Justin Jefferson there. TJ Hawkinson's there as well to take some defensive attention away. And JJ McCarthy, giant red flag, but we don't really know what he brings, but I think I liked his college tape. He's in an offense coached by a great mind in Kevin O'Connell. So I think that would be the best path for Jakobi Meyers in 2025. But who knows if that ends up materializing. Obviously, the Vikings want Adam Thielen first and foremost, but the Panthers don't seem interested in coming to a deal. Yeah, I see the banner. Make your case.
All right, hear me out. Pittsburgh Steelers just traded for and signed a big extension for a receiver. Should they do that again? Probably not. But you signed Aaron Rodgers for a reason. He goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. He gets a lot of the same things that we're talking about from Minnesota. Meyers would be a fantastic two. He brings a different skill set than DK Metcalf brings. The offense is a wide receiver two away from being medium, and a medium offense with a Pittsburgh defense it's a recipe for success for the team. I think from a fantasy football standpoint, it's not pretty catching balls from 95-year-old Aaron Rodgers, but if he goes to the Steelers, I would be excited about what Meyers can do. I think the best fit for him is to stay in Las Vegas, though. Evan, do you think he should stay in Vegas, or do you think he should go purely for fantasy football? Obviously, he should go wherever gives him a big contract because he deserves it.
Yeah, I mean, he should stay in Vegas. I mean, look, what does the team have at the wide receiver position? They have a bunch of guys that are just trying to make it. They're trying to stay relevant. They're trying to either make their name in Thornton Jr. or stay relevant in Cooper right now. They have Brock Bowers, who will command everything over the middle, will command safety's attention, will command linebackers' attention, should be able to open up some sizable gaps in nice zone coverage for that offense. And then you have the offensive mind of Chip Kelly, who, just won a national championship. So that's got to mean something.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll go way better than last time he went to the NFL. You didn't bring up a name that I do want to talk about with the Raiders, Jack Besh. So if this gets messy, whether it's Meyers actually getting traded or he holds in, or maybe he's not giving 100%, and my rolled ankle is all of a sudden a high ankle sprain and I have to sit out for a month and a half. Do you guys have any expectations for Besh stepping into that slot role, maybe eating up a couple more targets than he's expected to at his current ADP of wide receiver? I think it was 96 last I checked.
I mean, for that price, if Meyers leaves, you might as well roll the dice. But as things currently stand, I'm not overly interested. I wasn't a big fan of him as a prospect. It doesn't seem like he's done too much in training camp or the preseason to change anyone's mind on that regards. Outside of his draft capital, which day two, you are happy about that, there's not much reason to really be excited for him. So I'm probably going to stay away because even in the best case scenario, this isn't going to be a great passing attack. It's a Pete Carroll offense. They just used a top 6 pick on a running back. And even though his 10 preseason carries ensure he's going to be a bust, Ashton Genty is going to be the focal point of this offense. They're going to run the ball as much as humanly possible. Bowers will be the number one target. How much is left over for a rookie receiver, Yeah,
I would be excited, best ball leagues or, super deep dynasty leagues where you have Besh, you stuck him on your taxi squad because you have no expectations this year. And now he becomes a usable flex option because you have 3 wide receivers, 4 flexes. Things are getting spooky. I think for your classic vanilla 2025 redraft league, even if Meyers gets moved, that's just the offense is going to be rough. It's a lot of Bowers. It's not a lot of anybody else. Evan, what are the expectations with Amari Cooper in this new offense? Is he going to revive himself and become his glory, or is this going to be a 30-year-old on a new team?
Yeah, I mean, they have 2 rookie wide receivers, so let's remember that. Let's not try and just immediately slap the mentor tag on a older wide receiver that comes into a team with some younger wide receivers in the room. But I do think that the Raiders are hoping that that is at least part of what they can do, he can do for them. But at the same time, they're expecting, I think the expectation is very clear that they're expecting him to be a wide receiver 2 on this team. They're not fully expecting him to be that alpha, that number 1, that go-to, especially coming in so late in the process, having to learn the offense, being able to get up to speed. I get it. They're NFL players, but it's not as simple as just picking up the playbook and being like, oh yeah, I understand everything about this playbook in a week.
I don't know. Talk to Baker Mayfield about that. He got it figured out. I love how you said, let's not slap the mentor tag on him, and then immediately said, but I hope he mentors him because it would be cool.
It's not the only reason that he's there, though. It is a secondary reason. They're there for that on-field production, and then secondarily, the hope is that he can be able to do something for the locker room to be able to mentor the younger guys.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. What does this do for Geno Smith? Let's say Jakobi stays, Amari Cooper is now added. Are we excited about this for Geno? Is this not really move the needle for Geno? I mean, he's a QB2 even in the most shining of lights right now. Are you guys drafting him in super flex leagues and expecting him to be your QB2 all season?
I mean,
I think he's
fine.
Decent. Sorry, Evan, all you.
I was going to say, I think it'd be fine. Because we've seen what we get out of Geno. We know that he can distribute the football. Having that extra weapon out there that is still a route runner and can still be able to get open, being able to have the 2 of them together on the outside or inside outside, however they want to go, and then also having Bowers. And Genty is a competent receiver out of the backfield. Let's not forget that as well.
Converted wide receiver in high school.
So now you have multiple weapons, and you have the potential of Thornton Jr. just running wind sprints down the field to be able to stretch it. So all of that should bode well for Geno to be able to process.
D'Onte Thornton in the Mac Hollins role. Let's go. But, yeah, I mean, David, Jakobi Meyers leaves. You have to pick a Raiders wide receiver to be your wide receiver 4 flex option. Which one are you picking?
If Myers leaves, it's Amari Cooper because we heard, I'm not the biggest guy on back, but I can't trust a day 3 pick without seeing it on the field first. It's just not going to happen for me. Sure, like Puka happened, Amon-Ra St. Brown happened, but the vast majority of day 3 guys never turn into anything. I'm not going to bet on one just because of a pretty nice preseason. Cooper, obviously last year wasn't what you wanted, but he played most of it hurt. Before that, he had over 1,200 yards with a horrible group of quarterbacks in Cleveland. I don't think that's ever coming back, but I think it's more likely Cooper turns the clock back just a little bit than it is that either one of those rookies immediately becomes a part of this offense.
So we could see like 2024 Keenan Allen out of him maybe, where it's like,
that's in the realm of possibility.
Okay, cool. Evan, any other thoughts on the Raiders news and expectations for fantasy football?
They're still the Raiders. Let's not forget about that. It is still a questionable defense with an offense that is trying to protect that defense by running the football.
Yeah, luckily the AFC West is pretty easy to win games in, so that'll be good. Anyway, that does it. Bottom line, this doesn't really move the needle that much until we get final Jakobi Meyers news. It's more likely Jakobi Meyers stays, and you just listen to this for fun. But if you did have fun, be sure to like and subscribe. Comment your favorite thing about Evan's mustache. And Evan, I love you. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Football RPG Podcast. If you made it this far, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to check out written content, head over to lastwordonsports.com.
Don't let the Goblins get you.